Avocados. Oh, we like these, don't we? Some of us just cut them up and eat them after they get ripe. But then we add a little bit more. We maybe want to put it on a salad if we want to kind of go the healthy way. But then we also add them to our burritos, our tacos, our California burger. We love that too. But when we really go more, when we really get it to become more, is we turn it into guacamole. Right on? Right on. Hey, Daily Dosers, my name is Dave Enns. I'm the life group pastor here at North Coast, and we're continuing on in our series about becoming more. It's what God is doing in our life. It's not that I just said, hey, I want to be saved, but I want to follow Jesus and do His work and live the life He has called me to do. And we continue on in 1 John chapter 4. And here's what he says, this is what it's about. He says, dear friends, let us love one another. Now the quick take is, I need to love. And that's a good take, but it's not full enough. It's not becoming more. It's an obedience piece, and we got to do it. But let's see what else he says. He says, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. So it has to flow. If we're followers of Jesus, it begins to flow out of our life. John goes on to say, this is how God showed His love among us. He sent His one and only Son into the world that we might live through Him. This is love, not that we love God, but that He loved us and sent His Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. Powerful stuff. And the last verse here, no one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and His love is made complete in us. Powerful stuff. See, when we understand that God's love is not just something I'm supposed to do, but that actually God is, that I have the opportunity to do, and that God is actually working in my life. The ultimate purpose is to love others, to love, respect, show kindness, still speak truth, but live out God's love, but not just to do it, but to represent Him to others. We, as followers of Jesus, have the opportunity to do that. I experienced this in a unique way a few weeks ago, and I had a friend. I've known him for years and years. He's made a big impact. He's not one of these kind of friends that I talk to regularly, but have known probably for 10 years. And he's been an encourager in my life. He's known Jesus, and he's been an encourager in many people's lives. I probably talk to him once, twice a year. Sometimes I'll go to an event, and he'll be around, and we'll get to hang out. But he passed away suddenly at a young age about 2 weeks ago. And very difficult for all of us, and most importantly, his wife and his kids, and just so difficult. And again, celebrating his life and who he is. But what was interesting about this also, and this is true for the people around us, as we began to share and I began to reflect, is I'm going to miss his words. I'm going to miss his presence in my life. I'm going to take that with me and still stand on it. But I also miss him being a pillar in my life. And I didn't know that until he was gone. And I didn't lack telling him how much I appreciate him. That's not the thing that I'm saying, because he knew I did. I told him over and over again. But it's gone. Now, that's sad, but it's also incredible. As I wrote to his wife and as I shared with friends, I says, he had so much more impact than he ever realized. And we heard that over and over again, because he knew how to love and care and respect for people as our God does. So Daily Dosers, when you're called to love, know that it's not just you, it's God working in you to make a difference in other people's lives. Because God's love is so much more. And never forget to enjoy the guacamole, because it's so much more.
Thanks for joining us on the Daily Dose. We would love to be able to get you more content. Put in the comments below what other topics you'd like us to cover. Thanks for joining us. Remember, like and subscribe.